myself is I had to go back, and even in the midst of the things that was happening around me, even in the midst of some of the things that I've gone through, God said, don't lose your head.
Yes.
Don't lose your head.
Yes.
And when Ruth decided, even if my husband dies, because I'm so committed to the vows that I made to that man, I'm going to stick with his mama.
Yes.
How committed are you? Where is the real you?
Come on.
Did you really mean what you said, or are you going to get in your feelings? See, Oprah was like, hey, I'm out. Hey, listen, that's it.
Yes.
Oprah said, I'm going to go back to where I was comfortable. But because of the vow and the commitment that Ruth made, she said, wherever you go, I'm willing to go with you because I meant what I said.
Yes.
Even in a tragic situation, now I couldn't imagine losing my husband, right? I mean, dying. This man that I know, now I don't know if we got some widows in here, but to actually have somebody that you lay with, somebody that you've labored with, somebody that you made vows with, to die.
Yes.
Die. And then now you get to his mama. And his mama's so bitter, she's saying, leave me alone.
Yes.
Now how many of y'all would have really left that woman alone?
Sure would have.
Okay. Seriously, because you like, you know what? I don't have time for this, right? Because the thing that kept us connected was what? Your son, which was my husband. So without them, guess what? There's really no us. And if you really want to see what people really at, wait till somebody die.
Okay. You better say that. Walk it out. Walk it out now. Walk that out. Walk it out.
Oh man, so many people love him. You ain't seen them at the hospital. They ain't came by mama's house. They ain't cleaned up mama. They ain't cleaned up the house. They ain't came by to see your son before he passed. They knew daddy was sick. Ain't nobody show up. They knew Auntie Marinelle was on her way out. They didn't come. But wait till she passed away. They the first one digging in the stuff. Well, you know, I always wanted this. Well, you know, she told me I could have that. Right? Everybody got dibs on the dead.
Yes.
Everybody got dibs on the dead. Oh, they at the funeral, they showing up, they lying, they seeing you, they hugging you. Could you imagine the pain of that? Oh, I'm here for you. Call me if you need me. I know how you feel.
Yeah, right.
God got you, right? They got all these words.
Tragic. Go walk it out.
It's better call me if I need you. Because if you really love me, you know I need you.
That's good. That's good.
There's no such thing as an if I need you.
Yes.
You show up when you know you are needed.
Yes.
When somebody passed away, regardless of me saying, oh, I'm all right. So you got to have some friends that when you're going through a tough situation, they ain't going to leave you regardless.
Yes.
Regardless of what Naomi said to Ruth, she was so committed on her word
Yes.
to what she said to her husband and when she submitted to him.
Yes.
Like she did to God because of the vows that she made to him. Even in the midst of what she said, no, I'm going to walk this thing out with you.
Yes.
It don't matter what you tell me. It don't matter what you, it doesn't matter about you want to change your name. None of that matter to me. So I'm not just going through one tragic situation where I had to lose my husband.
Yes.
And guess what? We ain't even got no kids. I
Ah.
don't even have a legacy.
My Lord.
Ruth didn't have no kids by her husband. This man died and I don't even have a piece of him. The closest thing that keeps me to my husband is his mama.
My God. My God.
That's a tragic situation.
Sure is.
And not only that, there became a famine in the land.
Yes.
What do you do when everything around you is seeing famine? You got your husband that died, you got your mama-in-law bitter, you got it's famine in the land. It ain't nothing here no more.
Yes.
Have y'all ever felt like there was nothing where you was no more?
Uh-huh.
You know, you don't want to stay at mama's house no more because mama been dead. So you like, you know what, just let me move somewhere else. I'm going to move to Bama. I'm going to move out somewhere, right? Because there's nothing left for me. Some of y'all ain't even thinking about Thanksgiving because you know what, you don't go around your family because ain't nothing left in your family for you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ain't nothing here for me. Ain't nothing here for me.
My God.
There's nothing left in Dothan, Alabama for me. Ain't nothing left with my daddy and them side of the folks. I don't talk to none of them people. What do you do when you're dealing with tragedy of a death and then the famine of a land and a bitter mother?
My God.
In-law. Not even your mama. It's a mother-in-law. What do you do in the midst of tragedy? Ruth said, I'm going to go wherever you go. I ain't going to leave you. I ain't going to leave you. in this tragedy. Because the real you is going to show up in the midst of a tragedy.
Yes.
See, when you said the real you, what do you do whenever you get upset? What do you do when your bills are due? What do you do? How do you respond? Do you call James? Or do you decide to work it out? I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. What do you do? We talking about the real.
Come on now.
Do you go for the payday loan?
Uh-huh.
What do you do? This right here is a reality check. What do you do in the midst of tragedy? Today I just wanted to come and remind you that you have to be a woman of your word.
Yes.
And a woman that stands on the word. And sometimes you got to remind yourself as you're talking to God about what he said in his word. See, God ain't gonna respond to nothing else. See, we think if we get in our feelings and God, I'm so upset, and God, these children, God saying, I don't hear you.
That's it.
Amen.
My God.
I don't hear that. You upset, you mad, that's you operating your feelings. God don't